Guys, I am in my new kitchen finally. Daisy, go. Bye. Okay. I'll just wait until it passes. Welcome to city living. I should just start over, don't you think? Welcome to Tasty Kitchen. It's a new kitchen in the city, so there's lots of noises going on. And I'm going to be making a version of mac and cheese. This is my Reagan cheese. It has all the fall flavors that we love into one pot. Comfort food at its finest, in my opinion. So we will show you how to make this. First things first, with a Reagan cheese, we are going to add some pancetta. Now, if you're a vegetarian, you can omit this, but we need some more fat other than cheese. So we're gonna add some diced pancetta. This is about 3/4 of a cup, I would say, of diced pancetta into a medium-high heat oven-proof pot. So Dutch oven is the best. If you wanna do it one pan, this is the best way to do it. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. Smoke alarm's off, right? We're gonna cook this until it's like nice and crispy. This is crispy pancetta. We're gonna remove it and put it in a little container here with some paper towel. So basically just getting rid of the pancetta. I'm leaving as much of the fat in the pan as I can. So we're gonna just put this off to the side. And we're gonna make a roux. Now, a roux is equal parts butter and flour, and then you add a liquid like milk. We're gonna add about 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more butter. This is not a healthy meal. This is a hearty meal. This is a comfort meal.
2 tablespoons on one plate there. It's a lot of butter.
Butter makes everything better. We're making a roux here, folks. So we're gonna let this melt. We're gonna add about the same in flour. Okay, sprinkle it in. Flour is gonna help thicken. Ooh. I need a new whisk apparently. I got butter everywhere. There is butter all over the place. Okay, so you're gonna continue to cook your roux down until it's a bit of like golden brown color, which you can see right now, okay? At this point, you want probably about a medium heat. And then we're gonna slowly start adding our milk. Just a little bit at a time. And it's gonna thicken up, as you can see. And we're gonna continue to do this. I would say you probably want about 2 cups of milk, maybe a little bit more. It's all based on like consistency, so I'll show you the consistency that we want. That's what you're gonna look for. You can tell it's thick, but it's not too thick. I don't know how to explain that. It will coat the back of a spoon, okay? We're gonna add our spices. So we have some garlic powder, we have some nutmeg, some ginger, some clove, and we have some pepper. So we're gonna add that to our roux. And as it continues to cook, you're cooking the spices, but it also is gonna get thicker. So you're gonna wanna add, or to continue to add a little bit of milk. Once you add your pumpkin and your cheese, it's gonna thicken up quite a bit. So you don't want it to be too thick at the start. I love it. We're gonna add a little bit of salt. As you know, salt is a flavor enhancer. We're gonna add the last of our milk, and then we're gonna add our pumpkin. So this is about 1/2 to 3/4 of a can of pumpkin puree. So we're gonna throw this in. And then we're also gonna add our cheese. Now you can play around with your cheeses, but I've done a old sharp cheddar, a Gruyere cheese, and then a Fontina cheese, which is like a creamy cheese. So I'm gonna add this to the roux. We're gonna mix this all up until it makes like a heavy cheesy sauce. Oh yeah, look at that. And then we're gonna add our kale. So I have some black kale here that I've deveined and cut up. It's about a cup of kale. I'm gonna throw that in there. And then you're gonna turn it down to about medium low, and we're gonna cook this down just a little bit longer. Okay, so we have the right consistency. So you want it to be a little loose, but not too loose, obviously. It's a lot to ask, really. See, we're gonna add our pancetta back in, okay? We're gonna fold that into the mix. And we have our oven right now set for 400 degrees. You can do between 425. And we're gonna add our pre-cooked rigatoni into the mix, okay? We're gonna fold it into, whoop, 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 okay, a little slippery. We're gonna fold it into our mixture. Oh, clearly not the best at doing that. So we're gonna fold it in until every rigatoni piece is nicely coated with our sauce. You want to make sure that your pasta is just before al dente. So you want it still to be partly undercooked. So when you pull it out, there's still quite a bit of resistance in your bite. Because when you throw this in the oven, it's obviously going to continue to cook, and we do not want a soggy mess. So our noodles are nice and mixed up. We have all the pancetta, the kale, everything's nicely incorporated. We are now going to get some delicious breadcrumbs, and we're gonna throw it on top with some pecorino cheese, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven to bake. So good. We got some breadcrumbs. You can be pretty generous with this. You want to make sure everyone gets a piece of the crust, and if you do a little bit, no one's gonna get it. So you want to be quite generous. You probably can't see it, but obviously once we mixed our pasta, the sauce starts to thicken up a little bit from the starches from the pasta, which is why you want to make sure that it's not overly thick when you start, because once you mix in with pasta, it gets thicker. And then I have some pecorino cheese. I'm gonna throw that on top. You can do Parmesan as well, because why not add more cheese? And then we're gonna throw this uncovered in the oven to bake. I like a lot of cheese, so we might be here a while. And we're gonna throw this in the oven until it's nice and golden brown. And again, this is a one pot wonder. Okay, it's not hot. Okay, we're gonna throw it in. Okay. Okay, look at this delicious Reagan cheese. It's piping hot. We're gonna take a little scoopy scoop, and we're gonna dive right in. Now it's piping hot, obviously. You may want to, before you scoop it, let it sit for about 15 minutes, because as you can tell, it's hot. But take a look at that. We're gonna take a dive in and hopefully not burn ourselves here. Piping hot sauce in the middle of the rigatoni, which is why we like it, because it captures all the flavor. You want to make sure that it's cool before you eat it. It's a delicious comfort meal, perfect for autumn. Try it yourself. One pot. It's a one pot wonder. We know you love the one pots. It's super good. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.